What's up, guys? My name is Brandon. You guys can call me Swifters, and welcome back to a brand new Fortnite video here on my channel. Today I'm coming at you guys with a super awesome idea regarding an upcoming concept or a feature that could potentially be coming to Fortnite Battle Royale in an upcoming update. As you guys can tell from the title and thumbnail of today's video, we're going to be taking a closer look at a train route concept that goes around the entire Fortnite map. Now, before we dive any deeper into today's video, I want you guys to drop a like down below right now. 1 like equals 1 gold scar. Also, I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below if you guys think having a train route around the entire map of Fortnite is a good idea. With all of that being said, let's get started with today's video, taking a look at this awesome concept. Now, a few days ago, a user on Reddit by the name of The Paper posted this awesome image, and I'm actually going to go ahead and have a link to that Reddit post in the description below if you guys want to go ahead and check it out for yourself. But as you guys can see, it shows a train route concept to go around the majority of the Fortnite map, and I personally think that this would be a super awesome idea. Now, when Fortnite Battle Royale first came out, I think that something that was extremely appealing about the game was the fact that it didn't have vehicles in it. On top of that, as Fortnite continued to evolve and progress, a lot of people thought that, hey, maybe it would be a good idea if some vehicles were added into the game. At the same time, there are a ton of people that think having vehicles in Fortnite is a really bad idea. Now, honestly, I don't really know where I stand in regard to whether or not having vehicles in the game is a good idea. I think that there are a lot of benefits to having vehicles, and I also think that there are a lot of negatives. At the same time, I think that having a train route go around the majority of the map would actually please both the people that think having vehicles in the game is good and people that think having vehicles in the game is bad. Now, one of the many reasons why people may think it would be a good idea to have this train in Fortnite is the fact that it's obviously a vehicle that they could use for transportation, and it could be super helpful if you're about to be consumed by the storm and you can easily just hop on the train, and the train could hopefully take you out of the storm to a different area. On top of that, sometimes it gets a little bit annoying having to run across the entire map, and having multiple stops on a train station that stops at various locations around the map could be really helpful because you could be waiting at a town, you could hear the train coming, and you know that you're going to be able to hop on that train as it stops at the location at the town that you're currently at. Now, having a train route in Fortnite could also please the people that didn't originally want vehicles in the game, because I assume that the majority of their arguments would be around the fact that it's a vehicle that people can control, and that could sometimes be a little bit unfair. But obviously, with this train route, players aren't controlling the train. It's a vehicle that's already in the game, and the developers would obviously have it set to some sort of program to go off of a timer and to not allow players to actually control it. So going back to the concept image of the train route, we're going to take a closer look at it. So the description of the train is pretty self-explanatory. You can hop on to travel more quickly from place to place. You could also potentially be able to find loot and chests on board, but at the same time, the train could potentially run you over if you aren't careful. Imagine the possibilities: running for your life through a tunnel bridge with an engine chugging up behind you, sniping from the train's diner car, doing the take the L dance on top of a boxcar as you zoom just out of the reach of the storm, remote explosives on the track to wipe out anyone hitching a ride, prize llama as an engineer. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I personally think that this is a really awesome idea, and I would love to see it implemented into the game. Now, just imagine having multiple or various train stop locations at all of the cities or the major towns in Fortnite. Now, as of now, we wouldn't necessarily know how often this train would come. That would obviously be up to the developers, but imagine that at every stop, it only stays at that spot for upwards of about 15 to 20 seconds, and within that time, you and your team need to hop on that train before it goes away. And if it does go away, then some of your teammates may be left behind. Now, I think it would be really awesome to be able to obviously run across the train tracks and potentially get run over if you're not paying attention. Now, the train would obviously be pretty loud, and you would definitely be able to hear it coming, so it's not like the train would just come out from behind you without you knowing. You're going to be able to hear it, and because of that, you need to be a little bit careful as you cross those train tracks. But just imagine, you're walking in a town, and all of a sudden the train stops, and a team gets off, and then you gotta fight that team that had just got off the train, or you're running around the map and the train's coming and players on that train start to shoot at you and your squad. I think this would be a really cool idea, and again, it would really please people that wanted vehicles in the game, because obviously this is a way to transport you and your friends across the map. And it would also please people that didn't necessarily want vehicles in the game, because this isn't actually a vehicle that could be controlled and go wherever it pleases across the map. It has a set path, it has a set time, and it has a set location where it's going to go to. So we're going to go back to the concept image and take a closer look at the actual route of the train. So starting up in the top left at Pleasant Park, this would essentially be stop number 1. It's going to go south, it's going to go through the mountains, past the soccer yard. It's going to stop at Shifty Shafts as stop number 2. It's going to go through the southwest tunnel close to Flush Factory, loop around that southern scrapyard area to go up past Lucky Landing and stop at Fatal Fields as stop number 3. Then it could progress to go through the southeast tunnel, which would obviously be a newly created tunnel, go up around Retail Row and stop at the Container Yard for stop number 4 near Wailing Woods. Then it would obviously loop up around Anarchy, go through that northwest tunnel and stop back at Pleasant Park. Obviously, this is a concept train route, so this could potentially change. I think it would be really awesome if the train route went through the Tomato Town tunnel, but I don't know about you guys, but I really like this idea, and I could definitely see it being added into Fortnite Battle Royale. Now, something that the developers I think pride themselves on is including community feedback and consideration into the game, so a lot of community ideas are eventually added into Fortnite, and we actually have a couple of them right now that are currently in the game. But I want you guys to let me know in the comments section below if you guys think that having this train route concept added into Fortnite Battle Royale is a good idea. As I've already said multiple times, I think it's a really cool idea, and I can definitely see myself, my friends, and everyone else playing Fortnite having some really awesome and fun moments using this train. Now guys, every like down below on today's video not only shows your support for me, but it also lets Epic Games know that having a train concept or a train route added into Fortnite Battle Royale is definitely something that the community wants to see. So make sure that you guys drop a like, and maybe, just maybe, the developers will see how many likes we can get on this video and potentially add a train route into Fortnite Battle Royale. As I said earlier, please be sure to let me know your thoughts, feedback, and comments regarding this train concept coming to Fortnite Battle Royale down in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe, and if you haven't already, turn on those notifications because I do upload daily Fortnite content here on my channel. With all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you later.